Welcome back to Doom, the board game. We're playing Molten Retrieval, which is the second mission in the book under the Black Bishop scenario. Alright, we pulled the Invader card at the end of last episode, which means the heavily damaged Cacodemon gets to go next. I wonder who he's going to chomp on. Well, let's take a look at the Cacodemon's card so we know what its abilities are, and then we're going to get to activating it. Okay, so Cacodemon here, he's flying. While moving, you may ignore terrain and figures. So, opposing enemy figures don't block your movement, and neither does terrain, and just fly right over it. Unless it's a solid red wall, I don't think they can fly over that, nor can they fly over solid black walls. But they can go over the dotted red lines and the dotted blue lines without a problem, and enemy figures. Alright, they have Chomp. Before rolling any dice, from an attack, if the defender is adjacent to you, replace 2 red dice with 2 black. So it's going to be using 2 black and 1 red, I think, in this attack. It's going to be going for Bravo, who's the most heavily damaged, trying to get a frag. He also has Plasma Tether. After you perform an attack, the defender becomes stunned. We do have 2 Argent Power Tokens on the Cacodemon, but I don't think we're going to spend one. It's a movement of 5 because we're going to move totally adjacent to Bravo and try chomping him. He only has 2 health left. So let's get to the board, move the Cacodemon. Then we're going to be rolling 2 black and 1 red die for the attack. Alright, the Cacodemon turns around. I'm just going to move 1 space right adjacent to Bravo and attack. 2 black, 1 red die. Let's get to the dice tray. Alright, it's going to be 2 black, 1 red die, and let's see, and he's got no rerolls, and I forgot to mention the demon player is out of cards this round, so they can't play any, but let's see what they get. Ooh, that might be enough to chomp down on Bravo, because that's 3, 4, 5, that's 6 potential hits. Let's go to Bravo's area. He's going to flip a card and see if he can block any of it. Probably going to block some, but probably going to be fragged. Alright, so we're going to flip a card for Bravo here, and does he deflect any damage? He deflects 2 of it, but 2 damage is going to only remove that, which means he's still going to take 4 damage, and as you can see here, just barely, he only has 2 health left. He is fragged. Well, what happens when you become fragged? Well, you go back to full health again, and he's going to have to take all of his hand cards, all his discard cards, his draw pile, and this is all going to get shuffled together, and then he's going to drop 4 new cards, and his figure is removed from the board until his next activation, which then he will spawn adjacent to or on one of the teleporters that is active on the board. So I'm going to do a little more shuffling off screen. That's the Cacodemon taking its turn. It still has 4 movement. So let's get back to the board and finish off its movement. Alright, and let's not forget the all-important frag token. So that's the first one for the demon player. If they get 5, they get 6, they win the scenario. They need 5 more. Cacodemon's going to move 4 more spaces. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. It will end its move right here in the sort of impassable terrain. Because it's flying, it can hover above the area, so that's not a problem. We just don't want it in a space where it can be glory killed, because our Marines can't move onto those spaces, so that will work for purposes of that. I do believe that's valid, and they can end their movement in impassable terrain. So they're doing that. Alright, that's the end of the demon's turn. Back we go now to turn order, and there's only 1 Marine left to go, so let's take a look. And yes, back to turn order time, and the last card will be Bravo. Oh, Delta already won, sorry. So Bravo is basically going to respawn and have his turn. I don't think he loses a turn for being fragged. He's just going to show up on the board next to the teleporter space, or on the teleporter space, and there's only 1 active on the board, so let's get bringing Bravo back in. Alright, so our Marine is going to come back in. Teleporting in, I misspoke. He has to come in on the active teleporter space, not any adjacent spaces. If there was a demon on that teleporter space, it would be fragged. it would be killed, telefragged, I guess they call it. So in comes Bravo, right there, in behind the 3 possessed soldiers. Alright, let's take a look at his cards. I shuffled everything up and drew 4, so let's see what he's got for cards for his activation this turn. And getting fragged, you don't lose any of your cards at all, so he still has the chainsaw card and his other cards. So let's take a look at it and see what he's going to do for his actions. Alright, so the 4 cards I shuffled and drew for him. He's got Rip and Tear, he's got Enthusiasm, Rapid Fire, and Rapid Fire. He can play 2 main actions and any number of minor actions in his turn, so I think he's going to play these 3. So Enthusiasm is going to give him 3 movement. It says, during this activation, while you and a hostile figure occupy the same space, that figure's printed stagger value is reduced by 3. That means the stagger value of the possessed soldiers is 0. So he can just move right on top of the possessed soldier and glory kill it. Wow. That's overpowered, but that's what it is. He also has Rip and Tear. While performing this attack, you may reroll any number of dice. During the activation, while you and a hostile figure occupy the same space, that figure's printed stagger value is reduced by 4. I don't know if we need to use that card. Let's take a look at Rapid Fire, because we might do the 2 Rapid Fires instead. After you perform an attack, you may discard a plasma rifle card. If you do, the defender becomes stunned. I don't think we need to do either of them. But you know what? We're going to keep Rip and Tear. And we are going to do 2 of these. So that's his 2 main actions. He's got 9 movement. He's going to be performing 2 attacks with a red and black at range 5. And he's going to be able to glory kill anything, any possessed soldier he just steps on. So with 9 movement, let's get to the board and see what he's going to be doing with that. Wow. And yes, these Marines are frigging tough. So we have 3 possessed soldiers here. He's going to get 3 glory kills. I'll just show you how he's going to do that. He's going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 movement to here, which basically means he's glory killed all 3 of the possessed soldiers because of his enthusiasm. He still has 2 movement left. Or no, he doesn't. That's all his movement to get here. And he wanted to get here because now he can shoot at the Cacodemon, who's 2 away, and there's no blocking anything, so he's got a clear shot at the Cacodemon. Wow, that was brutal. So he's also going to get 3 glory kill cards. So let's take a look at his 3 cards before he shoots at the Cacodemon. Alright, so I grabbed 3 of them. Oh man. First one you get is Killer Instinct. When you gain this card, remove 2 damage. Well, they're all removing 2 damage. While attacking, you may discard this card to reroll any number of dice. Okay. He has Adrenaline Rush. When you gain this card, recover 2 damage. Yeah, it's a small action. Discard this card to gain 2 movement points. Wow. And let's not forget Ammunition. Get 2 health back. He's at full health. Excuse me. Discard this card to draw 2 action cards. Oh my god. Overpowered! Alright, let's get to the dice tray. He still has, so he spent Enthusiasm. So I've got a discard pile going here so I don't get things messed up. I have so much space. And he has his 2 rapid fires. It says, if you perform this attack, you just can discard a plasma rifle card. If you do, the defender becomes stunned. Well, I think the defender is going to become killed, so we're just going to use these as 2 attacks. So we have a red and a black, basically twice. So let's get to the dice tray. Roll up 1 red, 1 black against the Cacodemon. Alright, 1 red, 1 black. And he rolls 4 potential damage. Ooh, let's go to the demon area. They're going to draw a card for defense. Alright, 4 potential damage. The card is 1. Ooh, that's going to be 3 damage. And with 3 damage, the Cacodemon only had 2 health remaining. The Cacodemon's killed, which means these Argent Power tokens go away. And the Cacodemon card is out of here. Oh, I should say, we got rid of all of the possessed soldiers, they should also lose all their power tokens, and they go away. There's no demons left on the board at all. They have been wiped out by the Marines, and that's the end of the round. So let's get to the board, remove the Cacodemon. Yeah, and see how much time I have left. Alright, so the Cacodemon blown away. Off the board it goes. And I still have some time remaining, so we're going to go into the status phase again and get everything set up for our next episode. So the first thing we do is we take a look at the Horde card, which says start of the status phase. The invader chooses 1 or 2 portals, activates them, and summons demons onto the board. So let's get to doing that first. Alright, so the portals on the board are the yellow one down here, and we have a blue one here. And so the demon player is going to activate both of them, so let's come back and have them activate, and then we're going to come back and have them spawn. Alright, so the portals are active. We're going to start with the blue portal. Let's see what they're going to spawn with blue. And it looks like they're bringing in 2 possessed soldiers. They seem to have an unlimited number of them. Alright, the yellow portal now, they're going to spawn on that one. And it looks like they've spawned a Cacodemon and 2 more possessed. And they also get 2 Argent power tokens. So once again, they've got the Cacodemon out there. They got possessed soldiers. I'm just putting them sort of off screen here. And they get 2 Argent power tokens to place. That's part of their spawning abilities. They're going to put both of them on the possessed soldiers. Now they can discard any number of cards, up to 3, to get a power token for each one discarded. They are going to discard 2 cards and get 2 more power tokens. They're going to put 1 on the possessed soldiers and 1 on the Cacodemon. Alright, that's the demons' status setup phase, I do believe. Continuing on, I think we need to do initiative order now. Well, they drew their 6 event cards. They discarded for Argent Power. Now it's draw initiative cards. We're going to have to take those 4 initiative cards, and we're going to be shuffling them. And shuffle them here behind the camera so don't knock the camera around. And then do a little bit more here. And then we're going to be drawing up the initiative to see who is going to be going next. Now I think that we're going to leave it off there for this episode. And yeah, so far the soldiers haven't, our Marines haven't actually got to any of the soldiers that have to be rescued. They've been doing a good job of wiping out demons. That's not the name of the scenario. They have to rescue the 4 of them. But I do believe if you kill every demon on the board and there's no portals left, then you default win the game. So I guess that's an option. Alright, we're going to find out who or what goes first. Bravo gets to go first. That'll be in the next episode. He's up here. He may want to go up to the north and grab some grenades, a frag grenade, possibly rescue this one guy, activate the portal. So we'll find out what he's going to do in the next episode. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, like. This is Doom 2nd Edition. We're playing Molten Retrieval, the second scenario from the Black Bishop, I guess, campaign. The demons have 1 frag token. They need 5 more. Wow, that's a tough order. And our Marines need to rescue the 4 civilians, or I guess soldiers, out there for interrogation. So thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next episode. But I lied. There's still lots of time, so we are going to do Bravo's turn. So I drew up his cards at the end of his last turn. He's got shotgun maneuver, quick shot, rip and tear. But he's going to be spending these. He's going to use his ammunition card, which is discard this to draw 2 action cards. So he'll do that right now. And he gets quick shot, and he gets enthusiasm. So he's got lots of cards now. He's also going to discard this card for 2 movement, because he wants to get over and start rescuing people. So I'm going to have to use some dice here to remember how much movement he has. He can spend any number of small actions and 2 main actions. He's going to use Rip and Tear for 5 movement as a main action. He'll use shotgun maneuvers for 4. So that's going to give him 9, 10, 11 movement, 12, 13, 14 movement. And he still has a couple of quick shots if he wants. So 14 movement and a couple of quick shots. Let's get to the board and see how that's going to work. Alright, so Bravo is gonna motor, and I believe he can rescue one of the survivors and get him through a portal already with his 14 move. Let's see how he's going to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 gets him here. 10 opens the door. Costs 1 movement to open a door. He's going to go 11, 12, picking up the survivor. That's 12. He has 2 movement left. He's going to go 13, 14, landing on the teleporter space, which means he teleports the survivor to safety. That's 1 of 4. But he's way over here. He's got no shot anywhere for range. So he's going to keep his quick shot cards. He'll drop the rest of his cards. It's only going to be drawing 1 more card to get 4 cards in his hand. And there you have it. So, that was it. So I'm going to zoom out now. And now we're going to do 1 more initiative card, see who goes next. And that's going to be in the next episode. Alright, initiative order. And it's going to be one of the invader group. So either the Cacodemon or the 4 possessed soldiers. Alright, we're going to zoom out, and that will truly be the wrap-up for today. Alright, I've already said everything in the previous wrap-up, so we'll just leave it off here. This is Doom, 2nd edition, Molten Retrieval. We have 1 frag for the demon player. We have 1 rescued survivor for the Marines. Coming up in the next episode, it's either going to be the Cacodemon taking a turn or the 4 possessed soldiers. So I hope you join me then, and thanks for watching along, and we'll see you in the next episode.